I get exhausted, I can't breathe, I get frightened. We all know that we're going to die, but a lot of people are in total denial. I accept that I've got something that will kill me if nothing else does. Who knows? We're all in a queue and we don't know who's at the top of it. I had this x-ray and I went for the results, and I just didn't expect anything particularly serious. So I went along to the hospital, my dog in the car. I went in on my own. I went to see the specialist, who said I had got scarring on my lungs. It could well be pulmonary fibrosis, and if so, it was terminal, but that I would need a biopsy to be certain which kind it was. And he said that I only had 6 months to live if it was confirmed that that's it. And I was on my own. I was meant to go and drive, and I was just devastated, just absolutely out of the blue devastated.
I'd had the scan and the results came back very, very quickly within 3 or 4 days. They notified me, and then I went to the Heartlands, seen a consultant, went into a room, and he explained that I've got IPF. I asked him what it meant, and he explained, and the prognosis was 18 months to 2 years.
I was diagnosed in March of 2013 and was told lifespan would be 2 to 3 years, but we are now in 2019 and I'm still here and I'm fighting. I've also had a heart attack and I've also had cancer in the last 2 years, but I'm still here and I'm fighting.
It's hard. I suppose it's frightening to be told that you've got a fatal illness, something you're not going to get better from.
I didn't cry at the time. I think I was just stunned, and to be told 2 to 3 years, it was devastating. But I took a positive attitude. It's not going to get me.
I could barely get off the sofa. I missed the challenge of getting up every day. For a long, long time, I just was in a bad place. I got this terminal illness. They'd given me 6 months. I couldn't go to work. I got, where's money going to come from? I had no idea at that time. There wasn't really any support at that time to help. And I just felt, well, my life was nearly over.
Anybody that comes to the house, my first words are, have you got a cold? Have you got a cough? Have you been in contact with anybody with any sort of measles or chickenpox or anything? Because obviously with this disease, if you get infections and your immune system is definitely compromised, then it's dangerous. And you don't recover very quickly if you get a secondary chest infection.
IPF affects my daily life because you cannot do anything spontaneously. Everything has to be planned and thought out. Have you got enough oxygen to go out? Is the weather good enough to go out? Because especially the cold weather affects the way you are, the way you breathe. It's like having a permanent cold and you never go out without tissues and scarves around your face, oxygen tanks. Have you got enough? Have you remembered to order it? Are they going to deliver it on time?
I do what I want to when I want to, and if I can go out, I will. Oxygen doesn't actually help. It's a nuisance having to drag it around everywhere with me, but if it makes sense. I notice a difference if I haven't used it, so.
I just needed to get things in order, make sure my finances was in order, my wife's going to be looked after, and my 3 children are safe and they're told, and everything went from there.
I mean, it is scary. I've been I live on my own, and there are times when I'm gasping for breath and you just don't know what to do with yourself, and I'm just going to have to dole on in a minute, you know, and you just have to, I suppose, control yourself and take a deep breath. But when you're sitting on the side of your bed in the middle of the night and you can't breathe, and it is scary, very scary.
As a carer, I just do anything and everything that I can to help, to ease a predicament, is a simple way of saying it.
It's totally debilitating because you're always tired, you're always lethargic, you've got no energy, everything's a struggle, you get frustrated, you're coughing and spluttering, your sleep's affected all the time, your diet is through the window. Yeah, it's difficult, but it's state of mind, you have to fight it.
I've tried to put things in place so that everything's sort of taken care of. Planning my own funeral, which is quite fun actually, because I make sure that nobody says anything horrible about me.
It is difficult when you're getting older and you're on your own, you've only got each other to rely on, and thinking about the future can sometimes be very difficult.
They're a family. They're a family. The downside is you lose your family. They become really good friends. They're at different stages. Some are a lot worse than me, some are better than me, and you become a family, you become very friends, and you support each other, and everybody seems to be treated differently. They're at different stages. Some of them go to different hospitals, different consultants. So it's good that we all talk together and support each other.
Generally, it's somewhere to come, to probably vent your anger at times, to swear at the illness and chat with other people and see how they're getting on. But also, it also can be very demoralising when you realise your group is diminishing, and we have lost quite a few in the groups. So it has a positive and a negative effect, but in the main positive.
Talking to other people immediately takes your mind off because you're listening to other people's problems, similar to your own, if not the same, or worse. And if we can, we'll give them as much advice as we've gained between us, or mainly what Linda's gained, and pass that on as regards anything to do with the disease and the life restrictions it brings.
So have positive thoughts, join groups, get support, get your family behind you, and keep living the life you want to.
A lot of people say they're dying from IPF. IPF is the unknown cause one. But I'm not. I'm living with it. I'm not dying from it.
You either live with it or you die from it. You can sit in a corner and do nothing and have no life. But I think I'm better for doing things.
Well, it's either give in and don't fight, or carry on and fight, and my response is fight.
They gave me 6 months to live. It's 6 years nearly, and I'm going nowhere yet.
Live it every day to the full. Take a negative, turn it into a positive, and you live with it. You know, you're going to die of it. You live with it, and just live every day, enjoy everything you do, and make the most of things.